Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, viewers. So in this video, we are going to show you how you can enable, disable the menu items. Okay, the interface which we shown you in our previous video that um, it will be the central position, the startup screen for any user. For example, I'm logging with the super user J, J, 1, 2, 3. Okay, login. So it is going to log on with this. Hey, well, no problem. So it is going to start with the with the startup screen. That is the interface, right? No other screen. Okay. So now the issue is that we want to make sure that uh, the user is able to perform the activities which is authorized accordingly, right? Since I have got this AMG user is, has logged in and it has got permission to everything, right? So he should be able to perform everything, right? So it is it allowing the user to do the employee master data entry. Okay. Similarly, if it goes to the product master, is allowing it to do the product master, right? And so on and so forth. But if the user is logged in with, for example, a different user, for example, let's say Gulzar. mm, we use Gulzar here, yeah, at 9. We put 9 here, yeah, enter. Okay, so instead of going back, then so it should all we need to do is the change in this. It means you have logged in with it. Okay, so you don't have to do it this way. Means the user is supposed to log in from the login prompt. Huh? Once logged in, then his password is authenticated and his name will appear here. So from here onwards, we can just write and see. Okay, so now the user is Gulzar, who does not have access to employee, nor to admin, nor to index. Okay, only the sale order or the customers, right? If you go further to the right, you will have a customer, and the interface is allowed to everyone. Okay, so let's go and see if it allows. Then we have to make the change with that. Employee master is not allowed to Gulzar. Yes, access denied. That's fine. Okay. Okay. So the Gulzar is also not allowed to the product master, right? So let's see what is happening here in the view code, right? In the view code, this is how it is. It has returned the access denied. Why? Because it sent these parameters to the get permission the function. Yeah, we have written a get permission function in which two parameters are given. One is the sheet name, the other is the username. User name is Gulzar and sheet name is here. And from where it is come here. Yeah. Uh, so command one is related to the employee master. So employee is the sheet and username is whatever is written in this, that is Gulzar. Now, the system is said to get the permission. If he is permitted, then this is going to appear this message that is starting the employee master data entry. And then here we will enhance, we will replace this port with the full routine, which is make sure that the data uh, for the employee master is entered, right? Otherwise, then, otherwise, this message will come and it has so, okay. So let's copy this to implement this. Okay, so no, first of all, let's uh, think about how these can this permission is given, right? It is through this function which takes the input from uh, these two parameters. One is sheet, the other is user. So, okay. And then it is doing the same thing which we did previously. So that sum range is going to find out if the count is equal to 0, then it will show you that the user is not allowed to enter to do anything in the system. So that's why it is uh, that's why it is denied. Okay, so we call it. So we have discussed this in our previous training. Okay, what is the logic about it? Let me tell you briefly again that this sum range uh, is used to calculate this sum, and which is telling you to go to the admin and do the sum of the respective range. And if the sum is equal to 0, it means this is a fresh user, not yet to be not considered to do anything in the system, not allowed. Okay, so it will loop you back to the login prompt, and the function is executed with the false, right? Yeah. So let me, yeah. Okay, and we can also, yeah, if the admin this is equal to 0 and this is not, okay. And we will, let me do, to be on safe side, the false also in case if every it is 0 point, right? Okay, fair enough. So this is how it is performed. And next is what we do is uh, let's go and see what is the sum range. The sum range concept is here as, yeah. So we know that the sum range is with is row 4 are the headers, and the any other row is mentioned here. For Gulzar, it is 7, right? So row 7 will be replaced with the row 4, and it will come up with the total. So total is more than 1, so that's why it is it is coming to this condition. I can, if you want, I can show you doing with the breakpoints so that you can understand the mechanism. Okay, so what we do is we stop break, the process and do it again, right? Okay, so for example, we we have already seen this. Now we are clicking on the product master, right? So the product master entry is allowed, right? It should not be allowed, right? Okay. So we have to copy this procedure, which is working fine, right? This procedure is working fine. You know, it is access denied, right? So what we do is we will we will we will put a breakpoint in the right place so that it is so we put a breakpoint in here, right? And just to see that how access denied is coming, right? Access denied uh, is coming with the button when the button is clicked. So it means this button is not clicked, is related to this. It is blocked. It is hang on. That is, let me check it again. Stop. We okay. Yeah, yeah, I found it. The issue is that you have to right click in here and go to the assignment row and put edit. This is the procedure where you need to put a breakpoint, right? And now, if you click on here, what is the user you have? You have user Gulzar, okay? Now, Gulzar is being said here that he's not authorized, right? Why? Why it has become false? Hmm? So let's go and see F8. We press F8 here. Now it is going to check the permissions and it is going to build the sum range for the row 4, right? And then 4 will be replaced with the Gulzar row. Okay. So this is the row 4. And if you say F8, then the sum range is all 4, you know, G $4, S $4. This is the sum range. Okay. So then these are actually headers now. Now the sum range is going to be readjusted properly for the actual sum range, that is G7, because Gulzar is on 7. We have seen it. Huh? If you go and see, it is 7. And this is the 7th row. And this is going to be the sum range. Fair enough. So now the sum range is here established. Now it is going to execute the sum formula to get the sum range total, and it is going to come up with a total that is 3, right? Fair enough. It comes 3. One is interface and the 2 other objects. One is the customer and the third is the sales order, right? So 3 is this. It's fine. Now, so it is not going to display this that access to all the is denied. This is only for those for whom nothing is allowed. Okay, so it is going to get here, right? Fair enough. Next, now it is going to see if the sheet which it is the sheet name is amp, right? If the amp or what is the column number of the amp. So when we run it and the column number is 0 because it is the starting it is on the 0 means 1. When the offset it is this is 0, this is that is employed and 1. That's fine. It is correctly picked the 0 call number, right? So call number is 0, where lies the employee object, which is required for the employee data entry. Now, since it is not equal to 1 here, so it is going to come up with a false, right? And it is going to get back to here, and this is now, that's why it is now false, and due to this false, it is going to display access denied message. Fine. So now So far so good. This is doing correct uh, thing, and let's copy this thing from command click one, and we are going to put it inside this so that we this can be the same thing can be used in terms of the product master, right? So we are going to for this, and we put an edit in here. So this is the procedure, right? And in here you will write what? You will paste the thing. Instead of M, you will write product. Yeah? So now, or the same procedure will come, and we put a breakpoint in here. Mhm. Okay, so let's go and click on the product master, and fair enough. This is trying to calculate, right? The columns are there because the product is not there, right? The sheet name is not the product, it is products, right? Okay, no problem. We will go there. We will go back here. We we will adjust our sheet name properly. So this is also a learning, right? Uh, right. So it is not product, it is products. So make sure we don't make these mistakes. Okay. Next, it is now let's click on here. Now it is looping it. It is checking. It has bring the four in the column. The four column is for the products, and if the product is one, then it is going to allow. Otherwise, it will give the false. So what is the result? False, because he is not allowed to enter it. Right? Fair enough. So this is also working. Hmm. So that's why it is going to come up with this message, that is access is denied. Right. Pulsar is only allowed in where? Is allowed in the sales order. Huh? In the sales order. So sales order and custom, right? In both things. So the both permissions have to be there in this. So in the next video, we will show you how to adjust it. So for these two users, this is going to work. Hmm? If we change the user, for example, we change it to Amjad, right? And we click here, right? It is allowing you because he is allowed to do everything, right? This is supplier master. This yet to be done, and this is yet to be done. Okay, but fair. So whereas if we change it to Riaz, yeah, is allowed to do work in the M, right? Okay. So and okay, M, fair enough. So employee master, he will be allowed, yes. And for the product master, he won't be allowed because he's not allowed. Uh, in the matrix, it is so we have to fix it so that when it is not allowed, it should only give the message and come out of the routine, right? So Riyaz has to be uh, means in case of Riyaz, we can only be allowed to enter the employee data, and the rest, for example, the products, it should not be allowed. For this, we have to debug that why the product master, it is, first of all, it is showing the right answer, right thing, that is access denied. Now, this message should not come. So this we will check in our next video. Okay, thank you very much.